All right, let's rock and roll.
All right. How are you? How are you
I'm
since the other
fantastic.
day? Yeah. Let's see.
What was that?
How are you since the other day? We talked on Saturday, so that was 5 days ago. What are the updates since last Saturday afternoon?
Well, there's all types of different updates. You can see that everybody's turning on Israel, just like their Bible said so. The thing about their Bible is, and most Bibles, is that they're not all real, so it can go any way. The good news is that they're not all real, so they're going Daddy's way.
Okay.
That being said, everybody's going to turn on Israel, and Israel's never going to recover because what they really stand for and what they really are. I said it before, the reason why they can, kill and rape and pillage and do what they're doing is because they're not human.
Right.
Humans don't act that way. What's been happening is some of the soldiers that have been rebelling have been attacked by their own commanders or whatnot. And also they have been opening portals to allow other off-planet soldiers in to fight alongside the Israelis, which is another reason why we, as the superior galactic type beings, are also there as well. That's why certain people feel a presence of, we got this, everything's good, and they continue to thank Daddy because Daddy's there. We're there. So for anybody saying that the Galactics can't interfere, again, that's not true because we are interfering. The ones that are doing this are also Galactics. That's what Reptilians are. Everybody has to understand that this is a dimensional warfare. It's literally dimensional warfare. So you got beings coming in from higher dimensions, in and out of dimensions, and doing certain things down here on Earth. Mainly us. We're the ones that are cleaning it all up. They don't have the abilities that we do, and the reason for it is because we are a love and light type race or group of beings that operate with extreme love and light, and we have approval to do things. So that's what they don't know. Even the secret space program guys don't even know what we can do, which is also why they're sitting back and watching. Some of the not some, but all of the people around the world are aware of what's happening because everybody has intel agencies within the countries, within their own countries. So they know that we are at war with these type of beings, and that their attempts to provoke everybody into going into wars is not working. Well, it's not that it's not working. It's that they know that that's what they want, so it's not working.
Right. Okay, so they're transparent. So these dark reptilians that are coming in, they basically look like humans. They're shielding themselves, and they know the language, and they want to fight because that's their thing.
That's what they do. Yeah.
Why would they be foolish enough to come in at this point when they know everything is going against them?
That's the thing. They are literally programmed to continue to fight at all costs. So that program makes them do it, if you understand what I'm saying. In other words, your program, my program, is to heal, find the truth, share the truth, help people, blah, blah, blah. That's a program that we are on, right?
Right, okay.
So in my case, I can do our program, their program, and programs they're not even aware of, which is why which is why Dad wins, because he made me to do this thing. do these things. So no matter what, my program is to eliminate them and wait for the okay to literally eradicate them all.
Okay.
So those are programs that they're literally hardwired that way, and that's literally what it is. So I'll give you another example. When you design something, let's say this key, it's designed to lock, close, open doors. That's it. Doesn't know nothing else.
Right. Okay. And these are biological reptilians that are coming in. They're not, mechanical or android or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, they're biological, and they have these devices around their belts or wrists that allow them to shapeshift.
Okay. Okay.
That's the reason. That's another reason why you're hearing things like they're eating people on the battlefield, because they look like humans. They'll kill you, and then when nobody's looking, they'll eat you.
Ugh. Yeah, I see some horrible video coming out. Horrible stuff. I don't see really any fighting. I see the Israeli side going to attack the civilians. I don't see anyone fighting back at all. There's no like real army there. There's no organization. All I see is people fleeing, taking their kids, running. And of course, they're told to go to certain locations where they're killed there. You know what I mean? That they'll be safe, which is tricking them, which is really not fair.
Well, at the end of the day, Dad knew all this, of course, and he's allowing it to a certain extent. And it's true. No one is seeing Hamas, okay? Because I haven't seen Hamas. I do see individuals that want their land back, using whatever they can to attack the soldiers and tanks or whatnot. But there's no video of Hamas in the area. So that tells me it's been all set up just to do the land grab, like we all know is true.
Right.
And all the reportings of the Israelis and the Israelis tanks and all that stuff being destroyed are being destroyed by us.
Right. Because
there's like even one of the generals or whatnot said, there's no way a $250 missile can do this to $1 billion tank or $1 million tank.
Right, I saw that. Right.
Of course not. Of course not. That's because we're there, and it works like this. Even if a certain being shoots a gun or shoots a missile, if we want that missile to do more damage than it's supposed to, we'll put the energy into it. Boom. So we're stopping everything that we can, doing it energetically and doing it in a way where we can't be seen, which is why they call us ghosts.
Okay. I saw one headline a couple of days ago. It said they're starting to, or maybe it was you that said it. They're starting to say he's real. And
yeah, he's real. He's real.
Yes,
he's real.
So they're starting to know that you're here, and that So they're probably
they don't know it's me, but they know that unexplained things are happening, and they continue to say things like, these are the signs when Jesus comes back. However, they don't realize that I'm already here.
Yeah.
And whether people believe that or not, I don't even fucking care at this point. I want this shit done, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because once we clean everything up and we restore the people and release the wealth and start rebuilding things, it's going to be evident that I am who I am. Okay?
Right.
You cannot stop it. I'm not going nowhere. I'm never going to die. The only thing that's going to happen is I'm going to transform into my original Sananda body, right? Which is about 6'4", 6'2", long hair, colored eyes, and have this physique that is like, whoa. And a lot of my teammates are going to look similar. A lot of my brothers are going to look similar.
Right.
A lot of my children are going to look similar. So there's nothing that Daddy hasn't already put in place. We're witnessing the literal fall of the cabal worldwide. And they don't even know that the person that they waiting for is already here working on their behalf.
Boom.
Boom. Let me
Boom.
drop the mic.
So basically I've seen, we saw video the recent hospital bombing, and they had video of doctors actually digging, a mass grave. Like, can you even imagine doing that? So like stuff like that. I'm seeing horrible video.
Yeah.
And how horrible, like, and a lot of these guys too, they've got so much spiritual faith. They know they're going to die, and of course they don't want to die. They're not happy, but they still praise daddy.
Of course, of course, of course.
Like
Because
nobody in the US would do that.
well,
Right?
there's a lot of us that will.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we know daddy. They call him differently, but he's the same. He's the same, and we have faith that he's going to take care of everything, and that's what that I teach that. Like I
Right.
literally say, this is all being done for a reason. It's building our faith. It's showing us
Right.
It's showing us that daddy is in control. All the people that I healed for literally nothing. I never asked nobody for healing. Everybody knows this.
Right.
The only thing that I want is people to successfully reproduce what I'm doing and give thanks to daddy, source, creator, God, Allah, whatever y'all call them. It's okay. You don't have to be Muslim to have that type of connection to our Father.
Right.
Because I've been seeing that go around too. You have to convert to, this, convert to that, convert to. I ain't converting to shit. I'm operating in faith, love, and light. That's it. You do whatever the hell you want to do.
Right. Right.
While I'm doing what I'm doing, everybody's going to see that Father, God, Daddy is with me because what I'm doing. You can't deny it. There's nothing you can do to stop it. Nothing. Which also gives me the strength to continue to work for humanity because the people are so fucking lost. It's insane.
Right. Right.
So I'm going to continue to do my work and expose all the different religions and bring everybody back to daddy and everybody operate in love, light, humanity.
Right. Right.
Period.
Right. And so religion doesn't really, I mean, we all have had maybe some religious upbringing. Like I like pushed that away from an early age, but you don't need to have any religious background or knowledge whatsoever to know that there is a force bigger than us out there.
Right. Right. And it's love.
Yeah.
It's love. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. It's fucking love, okay? I love you. Do you love me? Okay, let's get together. Let's build something. Let's live in peace. That's it.
Yeah. It's not hard. And so that's why when we're seeing these videos, of course it's shocking and it's very emotional and traumatizing. But then for most of us, we don't understand how anyone could do this to anyone else. And this is the whole bottom line. They're not human.
They're not human, and they weren't created with love.
Right.
They don't operate in love. And if you see their secret Telegram groups where they're using as targeting individuals in these Telegram groups, they have all these emojis but the hearts.
Oh.
Okay, because I notice everything. I'm watching everything, and they don't operate in love whatsoever, and it's proven. Then recently, I've been watching all of these little TikTok videos of the kid interviewing Israelis, and these little kids, they look literally possessed, little ass babies. Okay, talking about, yeah, fuck Israel. We're going to fuck Palestine. We're going to kill all your babies. Little fucking kids. Like, who does that?
Who would ever teach their kids to hate that much? No matter, assuming they were real humans, you would never do that.
That's my point. And they're all satanic, and it goes back to thousands and thousands and thousands of years.
Right.
Thousands of years. They've been doing it in, just think about it. years ago, they were doing it in the open. Now they're trying to do it in the open again, and getting everybody to think that it's okay.
Right.
You know, they control the media, they control the banks. They did, because I control the media and I own all the banks now. So, it's going to be it's going to be you know, it's going to be real. It's going to get real crazy, but in a fun way, good way. I'm gonna give you a vision that I saw. What was it? Yeah, 2 nights ago. I saw Palestine rebuilt. I saw beautiful white buildings, marble type, shiny, and then I also saw facilities with a chamber in, and people lined up waiting for certain family members to come back.
Awesome.
And Daddy don't show me those type of visions if it ain't possible, or if it ain't a thing.
Right.
Just like Maui, I saw us on a yacht next to a cruise liner, helping those people as well. Same thing with Congo. I saw us going in there with 3D printers, rebuilding the whole area. Same thing with Sudan. These guys done fucked up. They got everybody mad, mainly me. So, the visions that I see are a thing, So,
right.
we got a lot to look forward to once we get rid of this, this darkness. We all want to move into a new reality, right?
Right.
We can't do that with this stuff going on.
Right.
Period. And the thing about me, when I get involved in something, it's because it's to change it, which is why I'm involved in everything. Okay? Everything. There's nothing that Daddy don't got me involved in. Nothing. So we got a lot to look forward to. You can see that a lot of people are calling for Netanyahu's arrest.
Right. Right.
Daddy wanted that to happen. You can see the protesting. Daddy wanted to happen. Recently, he wanted me to. He told me to tell the Jedis to get out all the free energy videos, devices, the patents, just the information on it. That's all we literally have to do, because we are putting our energy to, bringing that about, and then showing the people that were involved in killing all of the inventors, which are the same group of individuals. So, I despite the killing of the babies and all that, which we know they've been happening for years because remote viewing, right? Which I'm the best at. I've been seeing this shit in the tunnels for the last 6 years. Me and my crew are the one going in and out. When the military needs our help, boom, we're in there. Okay, when the good guys need our help, we'll get a telepathic message. Boom, we'll take care of it. This is what we do. And everybody's about to find out how real Smarty is. Or should I say Sananda, because that's my real name. But it's going to get real interesting. You're going to see how everything is connected. Just like that video where he talks about, A.B. Frankenstein, right? Whatever the fuck his name was. He talks about how they own the banks, they own Lockheed Martin, they own this, they own that. Okay, well, where some of those spacecrafts that are running around, acting like ETs came from them. So that tells me that they own that shit too, which is I always love popping them out the sky, by the way. So it doesn't matter what they think they know or what they think they're getting away with, because they don't understand how energy really works. They know somewhat of how it works, but they don't understand that there's an individual that can literally just make your whole life disappear, and your facility, your ships, your entire army, because the individual knows how energy works and knows that you are nothing but energy in a matter-formed body. even a tank, even the AI system. Like, you don't know what you're up against. And I do.
So these reptilian guys from off planet that are coming in to fight, is there a way you can, like, when they come through the portal, like put them in a funnel and collect them up so that they don't actually get a chance to do damage? Like,
well, that's exactly what we're doing, which
Yeah.
is why there's not even more damage.
oh, okay.
And the thing about it is, it's like, you know, even though we're at war with these individuals, we're still learning. So there's certain things that have to take place so that others can see. For instance, I just got off the phone, excuse me, with my second in command, and we were talking about the electricity right now in Gaza, how the hospital and the internet and all that stuff. So the reason why Daddy's allowing that, because he wants certain people to see certain things.
Okay.
Once they're done seeing what they have to see, then we'll do what we can do to resolve it, fix it, clean it up.
Okay.
There's literally nothing that happens without Daddy's allowing of it. If you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So no matter how you look at it, it's being allowed so that we can react in a way where it's never going to happen again. Because you have hundreds of the Jedis and hundreds of the people that I've trained, whether they're participating or not, their thoughts still count. So we're all seeing this. We all don't want it. So what do you think is happening now? Those of us that already are aware of me and what we can do, we're seeing this and we're like, yeah, no, this shit is over. We're not having this no more. Thank you for showing us how dark you guys really are. Pow, fuck out of here. You know, and with Daddy, you know, he's allowing us to do certain things so that it never happens again. Because, you know, the real me was always coming back to tell people to, you know, operate in love and light. Don't touch the children, leave the children alone, and also how to manifest. I was teaching everybody how to manifest.
Right.
And the best way to manifest is to operate in love and light, because that allows your energy levels to stay high. And with that high mindset and that high vibration, you can manifest a beautiful world, right. Which is what I've been teaching everybody. When everybody successfully reproduce what I taught them, then they're like, oh shit, this is for real. So even if I was dark, you know, because when I taught certain people that I'm this person, I get attacked. Even if I was dark, I just taught you how to fucking defeat me. So why would I do that?
Well, people don't realize, like, all thoughts have energy behind them, but a positive, loving thought has exponentially a higher energy and more power than a lower, negative, dark energy.
That's right. That's true, because of the love, because of our Creator.
Right.
So, you know, he even though they were able to do what they were doing, he also allowed it so that the people that are in position now, like myself, can, you know, do what we got to do in a way where, okay, it's over. Here we go. Who's ready? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We out. Taking care of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So I know we had talked a couple times ago about we'll call them the good reptilians coming in to collect their own. How are we doing with that project? Are they still working on it?
Yeah, they're actually done. The ones that are left behind are the ones, again, are to stay for specific purposes.
Okay.
But they are done.
Okay. Wow, that's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So if you see a shape-shifting reptilian, it's because you were supposed to, And once they reveal themselves, they automatically get taken away. The rest of the majority of them are gone, like I've been saying.
Right. Okay.
One more thing. I know a lot of people follow me, and that's cool. I give you guys information that's way ahead of the curve, way ahead of time, and I speak as if it's already done this because it is. However, we haven't fully seen the manifestation of it. So if you're just new and you're going through all my stuff and you hear me say these things, that's the purpose of it all. However, I'm not going nowhere, so everything that I said will come to pass.
Yay. Yay. All right. Now you said last time that the babies that are coming in after this is over, the babies that come into Earth will have brand new consciousnesses. Or I don't know if soul is the same thing as a consciousness, but they're going to be brand new. So what does that mean? Will they already know, like they've never incarnated on any planet before? Is that what it means? So will we be teaching them from square one?
Yeah, well, no, they'll have more knowledge of things, but it's picture it like this. You have a dam, and you got all these light beings that are waiting for all this stuff over here to get cleaned up so that all these light beings get to come in and experience and do, some of the work that daddy wants them to do.
Right.
Well, that dam's got a crack in it, right? And that crack is just about to, get bigger and it's over.
Right.
So you got all these new beings that have been waiting, playing around in their little field over there. They're getting ready to come in. And it'll be their first time because they're literally going to be new creations. What that means is, since the planet's vibration is higher, when they come in, they will be a new species. So that's literally what it is.
And what new species are they? Like, what do we call them, or what are they?
They'll just be called the crystalline race or whatever, something like that. I don't know, but they will be crystalline humans. You see depictions of them everywhere. The problem is nobody really understood what it was.
Yeah.
But that's literally what it is.
Yeah.
So right now we're carbon based, right? Some of us anyway. I can be whatever the fuck I want to be. But right now we're carbon based. Some of us are actually already crystalline. We're going to become more less less dense or more see through. We'll be like a more spirit, and then we'll have a certain shine to us. So that's where we're going.
Kind of iridescent. I like that. I like that.
That's why it's called crystalline bodies, crystalline chamber.
Yeah.
The crystalline chamber. See, here's another thing about that is that the crystalline chambers give you your crystalline body, and with the crystalline body, it's literally no death, no sickness, nothing can affect that crystalline body. That's what the real, that's what it was supposed to be in the Bible. You're getting real crystalline bodies, and the dead will rise, come back with Jesus, blah, blah, blah. I'm giving you a clear and truthful understanding of what that really meant. So when I say the babies come back, they're coming back in crystalline chambers. The innocent are coming back in crystalline chambers. Or daddy would just have them appear because he can do anything. I don't put limitations on our creator. That never. No way. And I only know so much because he told me himself. I had certain ideas that I knew I was going to be, a pain in the ass for the system because I didn't like, you know what I mean? I didn't like what the fuck they were doing. So
yeah.
I just didn't know the extent of who I was and my abilities until dad told me in 2017. He started talking to me straight on. Like, I've always had the remote viewing abilities. I've always thought and saw things, right? But I just didn't realize that what I was seeing and doing was actually real until he told me, listen, this is what you're going to do. This is how you're going to do it. And even back in the Dr. WC calls, Fisher was on the calls, and he was telling me how I would be removing foreign objects from people's bodies and doing all this and doing all that. And I'm thinking, who the fuck is this guy, right? Only to find out that he was a part of the, he was above Majestics in the military stuff. So he knew about me more than I did at the time.
Right, right.
And when he was on the call, remote viewing and healing people, I was remote viewing and tagging along and doing shit with him. So, if you listen to those calls, you can see that it was very real.
Yeah. And
it even slipped out a couple of times that he told people who I was too.
Well, I know when you say the J word, Jesus, that triggers people, like, because they have an expectation, they have a program. And, so they've read the Bible and they've gone to their church or whatever. And they're like, oh, well, you don't look like them. You don't have the beard and the robe and the sandals. And I'm like, well, these are modern times. We need.
Neither does Daddy.
I can see you in the new body. Like, look at my abs. Look at my abs.
Right.
It's gonna be fun. Yeah. But I had a question about I've heard it said way back in the time of Jesus that there was more than one, basically.
That's true. There was two of me, and the reason why there was two is because we were here at the same time in different dimensions.
Ooh,
this shit gets gooder and gooder, don't it?
It does. Okay. So that's
not a word. That's not a word, by the way. I just make shit up.
No, we know that. And by the way, about 5 minutes ago, I saw a fairy float by you in the background.
They're always around.
It was floating. It wasn't buzzing. It was like, oh. Yeah. So you were here way back when in 2 dimensions simultaneously doing your thing.
9th and 12th dimension, to be exact.
Oh, okay. Now, I always said that Jesus in his time, when he traveled, he was touching things and activating the rocks, the buildings, the this, the that. And so, we walk on the beach and we pick up a rock. Yeah, we get that activation. So that's kind of what we're doing with your products. Same thing. The products, of course, raise the vibration, but as people touch it, their vibration goes up. They get activations, they get awakened.
Right. So that's literally what I do, what I taught y'all to do too.
Right.
So all of my products, and even the simple downloadable free paper that you download into your house, that specific image has already the frequencies that Daddy wanted me to put there, and so they're there. And since he's involved, those frequencies travel wherever the fuck that paper goes. and yes, I do curse. So what?
I think that's a showstopper for a lot of people. They're like, well, Jesus doesn't curse. And I'm like, how do you know?
Oh, so you were hanging out with me back then too then, right?
Yeah.
Oh, here's another thing.
Yeah.
Time doesn't exist for us, for me and Daddy. Time is literally like this. So at any point in time, I can open up portals and go back. And I can even come back as I was back then. So we got a lot to show the world. Okay.
Wow. Okay. I actually did have a question about time. All right. So of course I did. So we know, like, from Back to the Future, Doc Brown writes a linear expression of time, and they've branched off, and that's the way we think of it, because that's the way we experience it. Kind of, it's graphic, but I've seen and I've felt that time is like more simultaneous or circular, and I don't even know how to describe that. But I guess my question is, did the Jedis that are with you come? We'll say back in time. We're like, okay, we're going back and helping to save Earth. Like we're
That's
not
right.
like Earth, right?
Yeah, not only the Jedis, you got a galactic, a universal galactic community that all come back and volunteered.
Right.
Um, and even some of those galactic individuals are like, who the fuck is that? Because I haven't came on the scene for thousands of years. You know what I mean? So now that I'm here and I'm doing what I'm doing, mind you, I'm not doing a lot of the stuff in public, but I am doing it in certain locations, and there are people that are witnessing it, and they're very, very afraid. Um, so back to the question, yes, and we've been doing it, and we're not the only ones that have been doing it, because you have other races and other beings that are literally still on their home planet, and their consciousness is here in another body, which is literally what we're doing on ships right now. You understand what I'm saying? So what's going to happen is with me and my crew, right? so so with me and my crew, since we're already on the ships, right? The mothership, one of the motherships is New Jerusalem, which is where Astar and that's where we're at. I'm on one of those too. However, I can be on my own ship too, because time doesn't exist and I'm multidimensional. I can be at 100 places at once, right? This is how I was able to do all this stuff. That's going to be shown. Now, right now, I'm literally on one of my crystalline ships, watching and waiting, crying like a baby because it hasn't happened yet. But what's going to happen is that vessel comes with this vessel, merges, I shapeshift back into myself, and I'll reveal, Dad will reveal to the world who I am. Everything is under his control. But it's going to be real interesting, and it's happening literally now. We're not waiting years. I saw the video where a guy says, yeah, we're going to be free in 80 years. What? More like 80 fucking days. Or 80 hours.
All right, let me see if I got what you just said, because that's going to keep me awake at night. So you got the New Jerusalem over here, and you got your ship, and your real, we'll call it crystalline body, is up there. But part of that consciousness that's up on that ship is down in you here now.
Right. Here's it. Right. Absolutely. So here's an easy way to think about it. You know those virtual reality masks?
Yeah.
Well, imagine us wearing the mask, and you're in that virtual reality game doing things. And then next thing you know, that virtual reality game, we go into the game and we become one with the game. And we look the way we look like when we're wearing the mask. So it's something like that.
That makes good sense. Yeah.
And we're all energy, which is why it's possible. You're seeing evidence of shape-shifting beings, whether they're reptilian, Draco, Anunnaki, Martians, whatever the fuck these guys are. You're seeing evidence of it everywhere.
Yeah.
So who you think made up shape-shifting? It wasn't them. Okay? Dad allowed them to do what they're doing, which is shape-shifting.
Right.
And we can do that. We can do it. I can turn into a fly and land on your wall, listen to every fucking thing. I can go into the Pentagon. I can go to Mar-a-Lago and just sit there and act like one of them, and they'll tell me everything, not realizing they just told me everything. Because I can do walk-ins too. I can go into you, I can make you do shit, and then I can leave your body dead when I'm leaving. So they know all this, and they're seeing it all. And they know it's over. Don't nobody want no problems with Smarty. I'm just saying that. They don't want no problem.
Okay.
Why do you think I say shit the way that I do? I mean, I own all the banks in the world, everywhere. Literally, I own all of them. Okay. So what once we get rid of all these guys, you're gonna see how real that is.
Let's go, Daddy. Yeah.
So daddy.
So many of the Jedis and the regular people, not just Jedis, are like they're hanging in real, it's thin right now. And
But that's where everybody's faith comes in at.
yeah.
That's where your faith is at. I've been having conversations with certain people on Instagram, and a lot of Palestinian people nowadays. And I tell them certain things, and they're like, "I hope." No, we don't hope. We know. And hope is lack of faith, is what I tell them. And their response is, "You're right. Of course I am."
Yeah. So when this is over and the wealth transfer happens, you own the banks. So there's no way our 401ks, our savings, our retirement funds are hijacked by the cabal in any way.
Let them take it.
Oh.
Let them take it. What belongs to Caesar, return to Caesar. Along with his ass whooping.
Yeah. I'm seeing you at a toga party, flipping your toga up, showing people your abs. I've been seeing that for a couple of weeks. Yeah, like Halloween or something. You're flipping your abs out and saying, "Look at me."
Yeah.
Okay.
With a bunch of babies like this. Here, hold this one. I gotta hold.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say a Jedi is down here on Earth. Their consciousness is up in one of the ships as well, too?
Yeah, most of them, yes.
Okay. So the reason we don't remember most of the time what we've been doing, like say when we sleep, we're not supposed to, is probably the correct answer, but we're up there or we're out there doing whatever mission we're doing. We're not always supposed to remember it. Is that true?
Yes. You're people are still there. They just consciously aren't aware of it, which is why you don't remember it.
Yeah.
You're literally working. And if this is a galactic sting operation, like I said, you shouldn't remember.
Right.
Because then you might say the wrong things and get yourself in trouble, and then probably get a couple of other people in trouble or killed because we are in a battle.
Yeah.
And then that just makes my heart my work a lot harder, because now I got to go drag your ass back, put you in the chamber, bring you back, blah, 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 blah. So there's a purpose for it all, everything.
So let's say we're asleep and we do the wrong thing. We go out to somewhere in the galaxy we really shouldn't be. Well, we don't really know what we're doing. And, here, how can we not do the wrong thing?
Well, some of the Jedis that are doing the wrong thing are doing it on purpose.
Okay.
So that Daddy knows who y'all are, and
okay.
I'm tired of bringing them back, but it is what it is. It only makes more work when people don't listen, right?
Yeah.
We're still going to get from A to B or A to Z, but it gets harder when people don't listen. And the good news for them is that Daddy chose them anyway, but he keeps warning them, and maybe there won't be no more warnings, and he's going to let whatever happens to you happens to you.
Right.
And like I said, these are Jedis that think they can do more and are doing it on purpose.
Okay. Yeah.
So don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it yourself.
I know a few people that have gotten themselves in trouble and they're no longer with us. So I knew that they were doing the wrong thing. I just was worried, and so I had a question, like what if we're asleep and we do the wrong thing? Like, we're not trying to do it that I know of, but it just
Right.
happens.
Right. Well, you can also see the ones that are doing the wrong things,
Yeah.
and what happens is they're told that they have abilities that they don't, and then they wind up getting themselves in even worse trouble.
Right.
And the end result is death, and then you have to sit there and wait until certain things are done, and then if Daddy allows you to come back, you come back. If not, you fucked up.
Okay. Okay. Um, remember that video we talked about where you had the universe on a piece of paper and you said, we're over here and Earth is over here. We got to come over here and clean this up. Then we're going to go here, 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 here. Okay. So the question is our universe expanding or is it finite? Like this is the universe, or is it always evolving and expanding?
There's multiple universes. However, this universe here is my responsibility.
Uh-huh.
And in the video, I was talking about the galaxies. There's different galaxies within this universe, and the galaxy that we're in right now, which is the Earth realm, and all of the Pleiades and Draconians and all this area here.
Yeah.
They fucked up and they've been doing things that they shouldn't have been doing. So we come way from over this side.
Yeah.
We come way from over there to come here, clean up everything, and then come here and finish the job. So when I say that we're already celebrating up there, it's because we literally, wiped out everything that was everything that we were allowed to wipe out to get to this point. Because mind you, if I'm telling you that Earth was a literal chicken coop and they were breeding you, eating your babies as eggs, right? There obviously had to be some people higher up that was doing all this. You got that?
Right.
So those individuals that was doing all this, I sent them where they were supposed to be right now.
Okay.
Which is another reason why we're at the point that we are in.
Okay.
And like I said, it's a good thing because this is literally the last of the cleanup in this galaxy.
Okay.
So it's exciting when you look at it. When you look back at it all after we're done, you're gonna be like, "Oh shit! Wow, we did all this. Yeah, we did. This is what we had to do."
Well, you think the dark is entrenched in every facet of our life: the food, the water, the air, the material of our clothing, everything, energy, vibration of everything has been corrupted and tainted and poisoned, and everything is geared against the human or the animal or nature, and and of course we're again, it started way back when, and it slowly, incrementally became more popular. Now with the advent of the internet, it's gone rampant. I think it was yesterday the FCC approved taking over the internet. Remember that bill?
Yeah,
I think I
yeah.
put it out there actually.
Yeah, I posted it, but Daddy said, don't even worry about it. He had us do what we do, and that's that.
I figured.
Yeah, one thing everybody has to understand, including you dark fucks. Our Father created this planet, okay? Billions of years ago. So for anybody to claim ownership of this earth is just foolish. That being said, since our Father, my Father, made me the king, I guess that means the earth belongs to me then, right?
Asking for a friend.
I'm asking for a friend.
And we know that the earth is a conscious being. It's not just a big rock or clump of dirt. You know, we're taught
She
with
can,
stuff on the inside, the magma and the molten core and all that. None of
that's
it.
all.
Right.
That's all bullshit too. But
Yeah.
yes, she can form into a being, and she does, and she kisses me on her head, on my head, and it's wild stuff, wild stuff, wild stuff. You know, she loves what we're doing. Um, you know, people treat her like dirt, and she does nothing but supply. She does nothing but supply for the people, and they treat her like dirt. And again, this is a draconian type system. That's what they do. They rape, pillage, destroy. You're witnessing it firsthand right now. And all of the wars, all of the massacres, all of the genocides were done by the same people disguising themselves as Israelites. And they have nothing to do with Israelites, the real ones anyway, right? So another thing, if Daddy gave the Israels that land, then why the fuck do they have to kill for it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay? Because the last time I checked, everything that Daddy gives me, he gives it to me effortlessly. Effortlessly. I don't have to do shit. Okay, I don't have to do nothing than the regular, you know, do this, do that, and then he blesses me. Everything that I have is because of my work on helping, healing, and everybody, you know, financially helping me continue my work by purchasing my products. Everybody knows I don't do one-on-one sessions. I don't charge for healing, and because of that, the Jedis are growing, and people are helping and healing each other because of that. Okay, and that's what Daddy wanted me to do, had me do.
Right.
I won't accept money for a phone call. There's mediums and there's different peoples that do. I mean, if as long as they get the healing, I'm okay with that. Go ahead, do what you got to do. But you call me or you text me, I'm going to say done, and that's it. Go away.
Yeah. Well, that's why, like, you know, the most of the healing modalities, you got to sit there for an hour and beam energy into the person. Then you got to go back in a month and do the same thing. It's a business, right? But and they may feel temporary relief, but it's not permanent. They have to keep going back.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
You know, with us, it's a permanent thing. And the only time it doesn't or it reverses is because the person continues to do what they were doing in the first place.
Right.
For instance, I'm gonna give you another for instance, because I love doing that shit, right? If I go into your lungs, repair, remove all the fucking damage from smoking, give you new fucking lungs, because I can do that, because I know your body is nothing but energy, and I can replace your lungs just like that. And then your dumbass goes and smokes 3 more cigarettes and then a whole fucking pack. Hello?
Right.
So, yeah.
It's just like when someone has a habitual thought pattern, like let's say they have a negative way of thinking, which brings on an illness or injury. Okay. It manifests that illness or injury. Okay.
That's right.
They don't realize it's their thought process. Okay. But let's say you went in and healed them. If they still have the same thought process, they're not really going to see the evidence of it as much because they're still kind of bringing it in, you know?
That's true. That's also a gift that they have and don't know they have, which is called manifestation, you fucking idiot. And the cabal, you know, the dark guys, they know that you have manifestation abilities, which is why they're constantly, you know, spilling out poison on the fucking news and TV, because your dumbass that don't know you have these incredible abilities are manifesting what the fuck they want you to manifest by giving you all the fucking poison.
Exactly. Yeah.
Come on, man. Wake up. Wake up.
they'll talk about a hurricane coming and they'll talk about it for days, like 24/7 hurricane or whatever it is, disaster. And, then the good guys often will work on pushing the hurricane away or dissipating it. But let's say they don't get to it in time and the hurricane hits, they've created it. The people have created it. And the fact is they don't know that they have that ability,
That's right. That's right. We actually, when I first came on the scene in 2016 on Dr. WC's call, we were doing all that in the Jedi work, and I was telling people to take the images. This was even before the Jedi work started. I was telling people to print out the free logos, the free the free holograms.
Right.
And one of them that I made was for Fisher, which was the Yoda. And we talked about how, they use the television and do this and do that. And there's a storm coming. So I told everybody, listen, this is what we're going to do. We're going to put our energy into that storm. We're going to dissipate it, and we're going to make it go away. The next couple of days, people are calling in saying that they was on the beach. They were holding the hologram up like this, and nothing happened. And I'm like, yeah, because we literally changed that. Mind you, if there was hundreds of people doing this shit right now, and knowing that we can do it, we changed the world overnight. Right. And there was only like 40 people on that call that night. So that's why I said what I said last time. Imagine if we taught everybody if I taught everybody what I taught y'all. Overnight, things would change overnight. People would be arrested, people would be hung, people just giving out money away because we will be manifesting that. We will be putting our love energy into that.
Right.
And that's where we're all going. It's just that fucking hurry up and wait scenario that we're waiting for.
Yep. Well, I'm trying not to ask those questions.
I mean, everybody else is asking them, so it's cool. I'll answer them. It's not the first or the last, so whatever.
Yeah. Well, I understand the allow the process. We have a very complex, very big process here to allow. And we're sitting there. I don't know about everybody else, but I've been sitting there like, what's happening now? Like, actually kind of driving myself crazy.
Actually, no, you're working because you want to see who's doing what so that we can address it.
Yeah, I'm working. Yeah.
That's literally what it is. That's what I do every day, all day. For the last 3-4 weeks, nonstop on the phone. People trying to call me, text me. I'm busy. Go away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It looks like I'm sitting there doing nothing. It looks like.
Yeah. Well, it's all trickling down to us. So we see the video or the command, and then we're working on it. And so it's been like probably several weeks that we've been doing that nonstop. It's been good,
Exactly. So one of the posts when this all started is it was going to take 10 years to do all this shit. And it's like, what? Okay, we'll see about that. Everybody's being exposed left and right. They're not getting away about nothing. They're even putting out videos and then having to delete the videos because they forgot to cover some shit. Like, y'all fucked up big time.
Yeah. Well, you can see them filming their propaganda. You can tell it's propaganda, and they made a lot of mistakes while doing it, which I think is good because theoretically it shows the person that's not a believer in the propaganda that it is,
Right. So just for those of y'all that aren't aware or don't know, the current rules of engagement for me and my crew is to allow them to expose themselves, then wipe them out.
Boom.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
There's not going to be a lot of funerals for them. No trace whatsoever.
Okay. Good.
That's why I be talking the way that I do. I'm gonna kill every single one of y'all. And there's nothing no one can do about it.
And
But
there's some
that.
of them, they're watching right now. Are they nervous?
Well, some of them are so arrogant that they don't even believe it until it's too late. But the ones that are witnessing people disappear, they are nervous. And just what was it, yesterday? The day before yesterday, they were requesting um from us what should they do, because a lot of them do want to turn to daddy, but they don't know what to do. So I relayed the message to them because they all listen to my phone calls. Mind you, you see every time there's certain things that we manifest or we reinforce, and then they go and attack it. Daddy wanted all the people to have fish. Right after we did that, they bombed them.
Right.
Daddy wanted the children and everybody to have water. Right after that, they bombed them. So they're only doing that to get to us. That shit don't work, because we know that y'all doing it to get to us, and you're making it better for us at the end of the day. What's happening is we have to expose them all, and we have to let them do certain things so that we can come in and finish the job. That's literally where we're at. There's so many things happening right now that it's just like I'm scanning and looking around.
Oh, you're scanning what's going on out there?
Yeah. They're afraid. They're afraid. But what I had to do was I literally told them, okay, listen, I'm gonna make it easy for y'all. Y'all been listening to us for the longest. Y'all know that we're real. You're seeing everything we're doing. You're seeing things manifest the way Daddy wants them to manifest, because you're listening and you're witnessing it yourself. So if you want to do the right thing, stop what you're doing, release this, release that, participate, heal the people, come forward in an honorable way. And that's all you have to do. And a lot of them agreed with it. So
good.
So you're going to start witnessing more and more evidence of Daddy's hand, because the people are witnessing things that, not the people, but the intel community, which are the people, are witnessing things that, it's got to be real. It's got to be real. And they contacted, some of the Israeli groups contacted some of the people here and told them, don't go over there. He's for real. He's real. So, they're shitting bricks too, which is why you see them like this in their fucking videos. Okay. They make it seem like, like they're on top and they're winning and they're doing this and they're doing that. Not happening.
Their holographic, I don't know, image is breaking down, or whatever you want to call it.
Yes, and when it breaks down, like I stated before, then they automatically get evaporated. And the people that will witness it will see them shapeshift and then see them disappear, like that video I posted last night. You seen that one where the army was shooting at this guy and he just goes.
Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. It's sorry.
No, I posted it like late last night or this morning. But yeah. So that's literally what's happening to all of them. And remember, by the time they're done, there won't even be an army, because this is what we're doing. This is another reason why all of the people around that area are not interfering, because they know we're taking care of it. Some people would say they're not interfering because they're a part of it, which is true. I'm not saying that they're not. However, they're told not to interfere because I'll kill them too. And I ain't playing no fucking games. Okay? Somebody just text, there's a UFO over Palestine right now. No shit, we're everywhere.
Yeah. I went out there in the morning and the whole city of Sedona was covered with UFOs, covered. And that was pretty.
Yeah, the thing about all this, it's like you know, we can do, we can come in and just wipe them all out. But how are the people that are programmed by them are going to realize they've done wrong if they haven't been shown that they have been done wrong, that they've been lied to, they've been programmed, they've been taught to do these things and be this way, when there's so much more to you yourself, whether you're a reptilian or not. So, I want to just eliminate them, to be honest. Everybody knows this. Like, it's no secret. They even know it. However, I can't do that. And I can't do it is because they have to have their chances being presented to them. And, Daddy tells me to warn them all the time. I warned them. So when they get to that point of evaporation or whatever the case is for them, so some of them are leaving in groups. Some of them are leaving one by one. The good news is that they're leaving. That's it. They're leaving, and the earth will be restored. And when I say they're leaving, I don't mean just Israelis. I mean the entire. No. I mean the Israelis, the Rothschilds, all of the banking cartels, all of the dark Jewish groups, all of the dark Christian groups, all of the dark Illuminati groups, the cabal, satanic, every single one of y'all. People are disappearing everywhere around the world every day. That's what the real rapture is. It wasn't us going up to some fancy fucking ship and living out our life. It's us getting rid of the dark ones, restoring the people here, and living out eternity right here. As above, so below, right?
In a paradise. It's going to be a paradise.
It is a paradise.
Yes. Yeah.
Exciting, ain't it?
I'm shocked. I'll go on like a Facebook or whatever. I'm not really great with social media anymore because it changes every day. But I see so many people that act, they're like into witchcraft, and they put like either symbolism or they put that in their little profile thing. And I'm like, hello, do you realize that's real? And do you realize it's dangerous and it's not cool? Like they don't realize what they're dabbling or getting into. A lot of them,
It's true. They all been bamboozled to believe that it is what it ain't.
Yeah.
For instance, there's a lot of people getting that Eye of Ra tattoo. Some people got it on their fucking necks and their backs, and what they don't realize is that Eye of Ra is nothing but that frail little fucking reptilian being that goes into your fucking eye, wraps around your brain. Yeah. Right? It goes into your eye, wraps around your brain, and then people wonder why their eyes like this, and some people got a black eye right after it was put in or taken out, right? Stupid motherfuckers got all these Egyptian tattoos, don't even know what the fuck they're doing.
And that once a real it's in you, it's permanent. You cannot take that out of your body without death, right? It takes over your.
It used to, yeah. Well, it used to be that way. Okay. But you know what I can do.
Okay. But yeah, like you see it, there's groups that do that on purpose, I expect, for some reason, but yeah.
It's control. That's literally what it is. There's many different dark forces, dark beings. The reptilians, they can just come from behind you, walk into you, and then you'll be their puppet. Those rails, the rails, whatever the fuck they call it, they go into your brain and they stay there. Benjamin Fulford was actually one individual that actually got one surgically removed from him. So it's very real. However, in our case, since we know we're energy, All we have to do is just pow. When I do that, the entity itself evaporates, restores the human at the same time, so they get to live. Or if, since a lot of those individuals accepted it, I make them experience a little pain and pop them in their eye and pull it out like that.
How you like me now?
You remember when everybody had a black eye not too long ago?
Well, I see a lot of celebrities have the black eyes. We call it the Black Eye Club, right? And
That's
that
why.
indicates what they've been doing, but then they're under the control. So they have a lot of influence with people that don't know any better, like buy this product, act this way, worship this, or whatever it might be. And it's really not them, the person, doing that so much as what's taking them over,
That's right. That's exactly what's been happening. You got these real talented people. All they want to do is be famous, make money, live the life. When they get to a certain point and they pass a certain amount of money, then they get requested to join, and if they don't join and they don't do what they're supposed to be doing, their fame and fortune goes away. Or if they're very influential, they'll just kill them, clone them, and do all that other shit. So
that's why it's not a great thing to envy what others seem to have, because it's not all that it seems,
Right. So the good news about all of the fame and fortune and all that stuff, once we're done removing this type of darkness, I'm going to be forming a film industry and a record label industry, and all of the artists will own all of their they'll own all of their music. They'll own all of their masters. They'll be performing at all of our events, stuff like that, where they won't be subject to sign here or else. They'll be free and clear. They'll be able to make their own, make as much money as they want to. The better the music, the better the results. None of this dark shit. None of this kill that, bitch this, nigga that. Fuck all that shit, right? That's you can make good music without having all that bullshit in it, right? So that's one of the things that we're going to do. We're also going to take over certain media groups, and especially the MSN, and the banks are already. So we're Daddy's putting me in control of everything. Even though he has total control of everything, he's putting me in control of certain things, and the purpose of it all is to financially just liberation, period. From everything.
I've also heard regarding movies and music, even books, that the originals, or the masters, if you will, they go and they put dark spells on them, so that everybody that listens or watches the movie or whatever gets that in them as well. But I've heard that once an entertainer gets to a certain level, they have to sign a contract that their music can be used, I think, galaxy wide. And a lot of times these guys are, I think, killed, and they have clones or doubles or whatever in their place. And so their music can be profited from without the person actually getting much of the money. So,
yeah, that's true. That's exactly what it is. And again, who rakes the benefits?
Yeah.
They're called Jewish. You can call me anti-Semitic if you want to.
Yeah.
I don't care, because I'm gonna kill them all anyway.
Well, it's not the Jewish citizens, the regular people here that are Jewish. So
the Jewish people are not even, they don't even know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
So it's like we're gonna get rid of all y'all, and y'all all gonna become Palestinians.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to live here? Well, we're going to tax you until you can't afford to live here no more, and then we're going to bring in all the Palestinians and give it to them for free.
Oh,
That daddy won't let me do that shit. I'm just saying.
it'd be fun. But I heard that every person on Earth could get, let's just say, an acre of land, and it still wouldn't take up, like, the state of Texas is bigger than the land that we'd need. But yet we've been living in a scarcity mentality. There's only so much food, there's only so much water, there's only so much this. And the resources are so scarce, you've got to pay more, which we're doing without even thinking. There's tons of land out there. There's tons of vacant space. There's tons of growing land for food or whatever. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we've really been programmed to think that there's a limitation on what we have rather than an expansion. We can have anything we want with the right, manifestation, attitude, and abilities, right?
That's right. That's right. And we have it all. We have it all, which is
Yeah.
why we're censored the way we are.
Right.
If the world knew that there was a tiny little sticker that can help your food grow 10 times and grow 10 times faster, yield 10 times more, and it was literally for pennies, there won't be no more food problems.
Right.
Which is going to happen anyway, right? Because it's all designed this way for waking everybody up, realizing what we don't want, and then here's the solution. Bam.
Right.
We're all going to be vegetarian anyway, so there's going to be a lot of green stickers everywhere.
Yeah. 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 So I had just a question about the importance of the US. Like, I know that we've been the US has been corrupt for a long time, but we talked last time about Saint Germain popping in. Your story was the correct story, mine wasn't. So you were talking about Saint Germain popping in for the signing of the Declaration of Independence. So the guys that formed our company or country, they kind of got, like, not pushed, but like, do it now, kind of. And so they formed the country, which, again, they didn't have internet or all the conveniences we had back then. It was a lot of hardship that they went through.
Right.
And again, I love the book Autobiography of a Yogi. I've read it a billion times. And Sri Yukteswar says in that book, toward the end, the importance of the US. Okay, so we are important to the earth for some reason. And I'm trying to figure out, like, why. Like, why is
that's because we are here, not the US government, the people.
Yeah.
And we have we have the freedoms that we have now to continue our work, which is why, people like yourself and others aren't working regular jobs. We're working on this. So that's the importance of the U.S. Not to mention, the king is building a kingdom in Destin, Florida, and no one can stop me. So that's why we are important. Not the U.S. government, Turtle Island.
It's really the physical land or whatever of the US that's important.
Right.
The people of the country.
Right. So it's nothing to do with the US. Like, even when certain people are posting about Israel, US and Israel bombed this. No, I didn't fucking bomb nobody. Okay.
Yeah.
So, don't tell people that the US bombed a certain place. Like, why are you even saying that? It wasn't us. We are not the fucking government.
Right.
Okay. So you can just say government officials did this or government officials did that, because we didn't fucking do anything.
Right.
Actually, we're the ones that are cleaning it up, because none of y'all have the power we do, and we're in the US. Okay, so cut that shit out.
I saw, I think it might have been yesterday, several reports about how we've been sending these helicopters and I don't know the name of them, like, very technical, like really bad helicopters and stuff over there. And I'm like, I don't know very many people that are for what is happening that I've come across and talked to.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, I've been sending angels and galactics and ships over there too.
Yeah. Okay.
So, if you want to talk about the U.S., you can talk about Jesus being in the U.S. and he's sending all of his crew over here.
And a few days ago, I don't remember the days anymore. There was a video in Florida of half the sky was like yellowish light and the other half was dark. And you said it was a mothership. I forgot even what city it was, if it was Tampa or what, but it was quite like you could see like all the cars stopped. I'm assuming people are taking video of it. So everyone saw that.
Exactly. Just like everybody just saw these three ships pop up over Gaza right now. So, and I just posted it.
Oh, good. Okay.
The cool thing about everything, like I said, even though the people are experiencing what they're experiencing, look at the faith these people have. And because of their faith and trusting in Daddy, they're going to be so blessed beyond. I'm gonna enjoy being over there actually.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. We got ships everywhere, and we are literally just waiting to uncloak. When they say Jesus is coming back in the clouds, I'm in the fucking clouds already. Hello.
So let's say you take a group of people like us Jedi guys that want to help over there. I'm assuming we'll have our new bodies by then, but my question was, will we be able to speak the language so that we can communicate properly?
I'm just going to say yes to that because there's many ways we can do that. So yes.
Yeah. Okay. And somebody will tell us how to proceed. Okay. Like we all go over there. We don't want to all be standing around. So you will say, okay, we need this, this, and this done. We'll know what to do, right?
Well, yes. There's already pre-selected individuals, Palestinians, that we will become in contact with, and they will assist. Not everybody is fully aware of what Dad is getting ready to do in that area. So as I talk to some of these individuals, they look at me like they don't look at me, but they read the messages like I'm fucking crazy, right? But since the beginning of this until now, they're realizing that the things that I told them are happening. So if this is happening, then this shit has to happen because everything he told me is fucking happening. So yeah, I'm in. Let's go. And I had a couple of individuals literally say yesterday, we're with you. Let's go. Because they're seeing it. They're witnessing it.
Yeah.
And I've even healed some of their, family members. So it's like, yeah, wait. Oh shit. This is for real.
Yeah.
Which is again, it's exciting. They're going to be, they're going to have the new 3D printers build their structures, the free water devices, the free energy devices. We're going to drop it like it's hot. Daddy wanted, he told me that people aren't going to expect it, and that even the good guys, I can't say the good guys, but some of the individuals that want things to happen, they have a later date for shit. A later date, meaning it's not, it's not shortly. It's soon for them, right?
Yeah.
Well, Dad says it's shortly, and he's just going to drop it like it's hot. So that's what we're doing. That's why we got some of the devices that we have now. That's why we have some of the medical equipment that I have. Okay. It's I have a lot of shit that's going to be in use, and it's going to be fully activated. The medical wands. Everybody sees the testimonies. They're doing exactly what I said they would do, and they're going to get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. So, the U.S. again has a major role because most of us are in the U.S. And this is home base. It might not even be called the U.S. by the time we're done. By the time I'm done, you know what I mean? It'll probably be called fucking gal-
Martyville.
galactomania or some shit. I don't fucking know. Galactitron, Galactron.
That's great. That's great.
But I do, that's another reason why, I got the company heaven on, the company of heaven, right? Dad allowed me to have that. If he didn't want me to have it, I would have not had the LLC, right? But I do. So everything will be under that, which made it even more like, oh shit. You mean you got this and everything's coming from this? Yeah, exactly. So
question. Some of the Jedis, asked about the RV. They don't have currency at this moment, but we'll call them good Jedis. Okay. So their question is, how will they be funded? And will it be your personal funding that helps them do their projects or whatever?
Everybody will have basic income that will come from multiple different locations.
Right.
So that's there's not going to be no money issues. You'll have a basic income. As far as the Jedis, you guys already have Deep Blue accounts, don't y'all?
Hopefully. Yeah.
If you don't, that ain't my problem.
Yeah. Okay. Point taken. If you don't have Deep Blue, is it too late to buy it when it's open again? It's not open transaction.
Well, no. You won't. There's not going to be no more buying Deep Blue. You don't have to buy it no more. We're people don't really understand what this all meant. I'm going to use it as a funnel, like I've been saying.
Oh, nice.
So that's how all the Jedis are going to be funded. And if it ain't Deep Blue, it'll be from Wells Fargo, because Wells Fargo is mine too. I
love it.
The elders have already been, they know that they got to give up Wells Fargo. So, it's like, it is what it is. Okay. Nobody has to believe me. I don't care.
Okay. Now
they're not going to believe it anyway.
The number of holotech products that somebody owns, okay, that will not correspond to the abilities that they'll have shortly. So in other words, like, let's say they only have one product. That doesn't say, oh, they're only going to have a little bit of abilities. They're going to get what they're supposed to have, right? So ability wise. Yeah.
Right. I mean, for those that have been paying attention, y'all know that I've been saying that these are tools to get you where you're at. So if you have one of my products and you haven't used it, and what I mean by that is doing the Jedi method with it, then you're not going to get the abilities that you want. You're supposed to use it as a tool and realize these things are real. Go to Source Directive's YouTube channel. Listen to those recorded group sessions. You can learn from something there. That's where your abilities will be. You don't even have to own my products to have abilities. My products enhance your abilities, which is why I always run into individuals that claim to be healers. And then I come along and it's like, oh shit, this is some strong shit. Yeah, I know. and a lot of those individuals, ran away because I don't want to do this, or I don't want to tell people about this. This guy's going to take all my money, or I won't be able to make no more money because this guy's healing people for free. And then those healers that embraced the teachings, which are a lot of the Jedis now, they're becoming more. They became stronger and now they're doing everything they want to do, and
Right.
I backed them up.
Right.
So
Good answer. Thank you. Well, there was some concern, some people don't have as much disposable income as others. And I want, like, I know the answer, but I wanted you to say it. All right. So thank you.
there's right, not I didn't mean to cut you off, but
No.
there's Jedis that never even bought anything from me because they don't have money, and they're more powerful than they thought they ever could be. Because just because they didn't have no money, they had the will to heal people. So now they're strong, and eventually, like this was in the beginning. I mean, everybody has the products now, whatever it is, but in the beginning, they some people couldn't afford them, and I knew that, which is why I also put out the free stuff, and which is why I continue to do free. I mean, not free, but sales, because I understand that the people that are with me, following me, not everybody has money,
Right.
but they need it. Um, some need it just for the overall healing and protection too, because my products provide that energetic field where no matter what state you're in, it increases your aura and your field, and all of the dark ones that feed off of the low dimensional vibrational beings, it literally repels them.
Right.
So there's multiple reasons to have my products, but my thing is to successfully train everybody to do what I can do what y'all can do now, and heal the world. That's it. That's always been my message. You know me for years.
Right.
I've never changed that. Never.
Right.
I don't fucking change, okay? The only thing that changes is the information, because he allows me to tell people more.
Right.
Because back then, if I would have told people this shit, I would have been put into a fucking mental ward.
Well, I remember when you were doing your first talk at the expo, I had two people like kind of running out to me, and like they were freaking out. And you used the J word, right? Jesus.
Right,
They
right.
freaked out, but
Well, they freaked out, but they right before that they were sitting there like this,
shape shifting.
and y'all see who's doing that nowadays, right?
Yeah.
So here's another thing about that, and I know I told you, but I'm gonna tell everybody else. What they did was they sent these reptilian couple in to sit at the talks that I was doing at Sue's Expo, and they sat there and I'm talking, and they start like freaking the fuck out. Then they got up and they left. So what the purpose of them was to be spies, gathering information, and tell the guys in the ships waiting for them to tell them what I was saying or what I was doing, because they can't be in my energy field, so they have to send certain individuals. So once they left, Daddy told me that, and I mind wiped their ass.
Yeah. We would have people walk through the crowd, like, I'm floating around, but we'd have ETs walk through the crowd.
Yeah.
And people would come up to me and say, there's a weird guy and he looks like this. And, we try to chase him down and get him out of there, like energetically. But I had witches, I had all sorts of stuff happen,
That's
and
right. That's right.
all I did was clear that place all the time. It was quite an
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did
Even
not want that information out.
right. Even one of the Jedis, Kim, came to see me. She came to see me from Ohio. And when she came, there was ships following her, going in and out the clouds. She's like, "What the fuck is going on?" And
Yeah.
she didn't even really know me like that.
Yeah.
She just met me. She ran into my information because of her sister.
Yeah.
And they came and we met, and we've been close ever since. And her abilities are, yeah, she's no joke. I literally call her the hit squad.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I
So,
was glad I got to meet her, but I was half frazzled then. Yeah, we had all sorts of creepy crawlers trying to go in and prevent us from doing our thing. They don't want the truth out there. They don't want information out there. And so
not at
they
all.
blocking and hindering, and it's all good, I
Yeah,
recognize it,
yep, 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 yep.
yeah.
You even had some people freak out, and then we had to put up fucking barriers and shit and all types of wild stuff.
Yeah.
There was this little guy that comes up to my booth and he's like rocking back and forth talking about, I wish you well, and I'm like, I don't wish me shit. Get out of here.
Yeah.
The best part about all of that was that at your expo there were people that already knew how to use pendulums. So these individuals would come up to my table, look at all my stuff, turn around, use their pendulums, turn back around and say, I want one of those, one of those, one of those.
A lot of times I'll have energy sensitive friends here, and we'll be talking, and I'll take my necklace off and I'll say, here, hold this. And they're like, they jolt like, oh, that's really strong. So
Yeah.
I sell a lot of hopefully products for you that way. Like I wear my stuff hiking. People stop me like almost one a day. And
Right.
it's great,
Yeah, well, we're increasing everybody's vibration,
Yeah.
whether they believe it or not, and that's another reason why I constantly upgrade the products, because since the planet itself is raising in consciousness and vibration, my products have to compete with the new levels of energy levels. So all I do is just go, whoom, send out signals to all the products. And I'm already known for this. The Jedis know that when their products heat up, oh shit, what's Smarty doing now? So that's literally, yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a cell phone. You get the new software, you gotta accept the new software, right? Oh, new software update. Click here. Okay, click. Well, with dependence, it's automatic. And then what will happen is it heats up because it's there's a new energy upgrade happening. So it's those type of things have been proven over and over again. There's all types of devices that can prove my work. And mind you, I'm doing it all with my own energy, thoughts, and whatever Daddy wants me to do. Wild stuff. Wild stuff.
Totally wild. We talked earlier today about you being up on the ship in your consciousness is down here doing, and you told us before that you split your consciousness into like 100 down here on Earth so you could co-process. So, right. Do our animals, do they reincarnate naturally, I should say? And are they helping us with the project, we'll say, the Project Earth,
Yes, 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 and yes.
Okay.
They're on a different a different level, because you have the animal kingdom, the human kingdom, the reptilian kingdom, the different kingdoms.
Right.
The insect kingdom, and they all have their own kingdoms. However, we can all communicate telepathically with each other because that's how Dad made us. And it even says that in the Bibles, certain books say that we will be able to, communicate with everybody. So, yes, they are here to help. Yes, they are here to also evolve. And yes, you can talk to them telepathically. This is going to be more and more evident when people start hearing certain animals saying, can you please stop eating us?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you please stop killing us? We didn't do nothing to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is what we're saying right now to the reptilian guys. Can y'all please stop killing us? Can y'all please stop eating us? Can y'all please stop enslaving us? Oh, you don't want to listen? Okay. Smarty.
Yeah. Yeah. So since I've thought about this, maybe 7, 8, 9 years, I've been calling us the free range humans. So we don't really know we're in the pen, if you will. Okay. We're running around doing our thing, but we're not truly free. We think we are, but we're not. We're influenced, we're manipulated, all this other stuff. We're captured.
That's true. So those of us that think the way we do, we are free because we know that. And that's why we operate certain ways. That's why we don't pay um, certain taxes. That's why we don't do certain things because we are free. Okay.
Right.
And you're not going to sucker us into, playing in your system when we know it's fake, when we know it's an illusion, when we know, we're not going to eat your foods because now we know there's human meat in it, it's poison, and all this other shit. We knew that. Now they know that. The rest of the people. So we are more free than the average Joe,
Right.
because the average Joe don't even believe the shit that we know is true. Which is why I always say we're moving out of a belief system and into a knowing system, because we know y'all motherfuckers exist. We know y'all evil, and we know y'all have to be exterminated. And we don't believe, because belief systems change all the time. So we don't believe that we're going to destroy you, destroy you guys, or we're going to love you to death. We know we're going to love you to death, literally.
Okay. Okay.
It's all energy. No matter how you look at it, no matter how you look at it, no matter what you got to say about what I say or my claims, when you understand that everything has to do with energy, then you realize why I am who I am and how it's possible. Period. Point blank. Until then, go back into your fucking cave or wherever the fuck you came from. Sorry.
All
It's
right.
so wrong. It's just getting old. Like, I'm out here telling everybody the truth. So I don't care no more. Yeah, I used to care because I didn't want to be attacked. Now that I know more, now that I know the attacks are 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 good because I can change your frequency when you attack me. I'm telling you the truth. And if you want to attack me, go right ahead. Because I know how to transfer energy and I know how to use it. So we win. That's that.
That's what I want to hear. A couple of Jedi questions. Several Jedis are always under attack, heavily under attack, and they want to know if that's normal, if it's amping up. We talked a little bit about this last time. And is it normal for some to be attacked more than others?
Yes, yes, and no. The reason why I say yes is because when you realize it's nothing but an attack, which everything is, because this is an energetic world and they use frequencies to do things.
Yeah.
You know you're getting attacked. The more you feed into the attacks, the more attacks happen.
Okay.
So that's the answer. You want this, you want the attacks to stop happening, realize it's a fucking attack and keep it moving.
Okay.
That answers both questions.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Well, I
Because
know for me, usually after I do these videos, I'm pretty heavily attacked, but I recognize it. And a lot of times I'll swat them away. And I'm getting better at it. Now, like I told you, one time I had Gollum bite me and I had an axe chop me and I've been shot in the head. I've had all this stuff happen and that really hurt, but it seems like for me, they're not as intense as they're, you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm getting better at it or what, but I know a couple of the people I've been talking with have really had it a little bit tougher. And I just wanted to ask for them. And I also know when I can't handle it, I'll text somebody and ask for help. And
Yeah,
thank you. You've done
yeah,
great.
exactly. You can always text me too. Everybody can. Um, my my second in command takes the worstest attacks, and he's literally doing it for all of you guys, including myself.
Mhm.
So you know, I've witnessed, and you know, I've heard it over the phone, and I witnessed it.
Right.
You know, and it's like, oh shit. But it's been happening for so long that, you know, we laugh about it. I even tell them, stop your blood clot crying, right? And and right after right after the attack, it's like, and he's back to normal. And people are witnessing this shit because we even doing it out in the open now. You know, we go out to the store, to the beach, to the restaurant. We'll work right there and then. Wherever daddy wants us to work,
Yeah.
right there, it's on. And we'll be sitting there doing what we do. Boom, he gets hit. Everybody's like, what the fuck? What's going on?
Yeah.
They don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit there and explain to them what the fuck just happened,
Yeah.
because they probably won't believe it, but they'll believe it because they just saw it. But it's like, yeah, don't worry about it. Done, 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 done. Clean yourself up, replace you, blah, 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 blah. All right, let's eat.
Okay. Okay.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
You can ask anybody that's around us, the boys, the girls. You can ask them. They're like, yeah, it's real. It's real. My kids, they like, dad's weird.
Yeah, it's like walking into a spider web. You know, you're like this when you walk into a spider web. So we're doing all this stuff and nobody knows what we're doing.
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's true. So yeah, just keep your vibes high. Understand and know that it's an attack, and the faster you realize it's an attack, you shake it off, you re-energize your field, because I taught y'all how to do that. You can do it to yourself.
Yeah.
Get back to work.
Yeah. Okay.
The more you feed into it, the more they're going to attack you, which is where the no comes in. When you know that this is happening, they stop. It stops.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Anything else you want to pass along today?
Uh, well, we got so many good things happening. Um, Daddy says everything's wrapping up in Palestine. I mean, we're seeing evidence of it all. People are turning. The good news is that even here in the U.S., they're rounding people up. People are being, you know, brought in. Off planeters. My crew. Just this morning, we released a battalion of ships, which is why you see what you saw in Gaza just now, and it's literally happening right now because it's nighttime over there. So there's lots of things happening that hasn't been explained yet because we you know, daddy hasn't, he don't want us to say too much. Okay, everything that I'm telling you right now, it's going to happen, it's happened, and it's happening. So again, practice what I've taught you. Stay in love and light. Keep putting heavy love and light blankets of everybody's that's experiencing difficulties around the world. Keep up the good work. Keep up sharing. Keep reinforcing what I'm posting, because y'all know where the orders really come from. And we're going to continue to do what we do until we're done. But we'll get on here again and I'll answer some more questions. I'm just scanning around, looking around, because you know I remote view while I'm talking. I do it all day long.
I've seen you
Um,
blip in and out a little bit today, so yeah.
also, continue the boycotts. There's companies that should be boycotted and they haven't been yet. So boycott those companies. We're going to that right now. Daddy's exposing all of the individuals that are participating funding. Those individuals, like I said, now that they're being exposed as being one of the funders, they're getting cut off too. So, um, you know, pay attention to the commands. Right after the commands, you'll see why those commands were put in place at that time. It's like the Q drops and all the other shit. When I put out a certain commands, it's because that right there needs to be worked on. And all you literally have to do is say done, because I taught y'all how to do it already, so you know more or less what to do. We already know that we are multi-dimensional beings working on the things we're working on here, and anything is possible. That being said, y'all continue to do the good work. Keep on reinforcing the new reality that we know exists already.
It's gonna be beautiful, beautiful. I
That's
want
right.
to thank you again for your time. I know, I mean, you're so busy. And first of all, I love the post where you tell us what's really happening behind the scenes. That really helps me to understand the bigger picture, and I appreciate that. But I appreciate all that you do, and then taking the time out to come and explain all of this to us. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, this is all part of Daddy's plan anyway, because he wants them all to pay attention.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of them watching now. Some of them can't watch because they got other things to do, but they sit there and they watch. And you know, it's definitely real. It's definitely real. It's all coming out. At the end of the day, everybody's going to, you know, come under Daddy's full control or full command, full chain of command, right? And the orders will come from him to me to everybody else.
Right.
And there's no way around us, none. So my message is for everybody that's listening, all you intel providers, all you want to be good guys, and all you dark guys, give it up, come to the light, do good, or cease to exist. Period. That's it. We're good. Till next time.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it again.
God wins, Daddy wins, Allah wins, whatever you want to call him, we won. We never lose.
Thank you so much.